Patriots, what happened in Texas over the 4th of July weekend wasn't just a natural disaster, it was a coordinated attack. While the media blames extreme weather, White Hat military intel confirms this was an act of environmental terrorism. President Trump didn't wait. While FEMA was stalled, special command units were already on the ground. Within hours, White Hat operatives rescued over 850 survivors, including young girls thought to be dead. And what they uncovered changes everything. Camp Mystic, targeted for a reason. The center of the disaster was Camp Mystic, a Christian summer camp for girls in Kerrville. But this wasn't just any camp. It's a known refuge for children of military families, whistleblowers, and conservative leaders. On the very day America celebrates independence, the camp was obliterated. The river rose 26 feet in under 45 minutes. A surge, meteorologists say, defies nature. Over 20 girls disappeared. At least 4 of them have family ties to ongoing investigations into child trafficking and bioweapons profiteering. White Hats tracked 7 GPS anomalies consistent with convoy movements during the blackout. These vehicles were not government marked and were accompanied by black ops-style security. Survivors reported seeing helicopters and drones in the area before the rain even started. This wasn't random, it was surgical. The tech they don't want you to see. White Hat rescue teams discovered military-grade debris, unmarked electronic components, and radiation anomalies in the flood zone. Satellite imagery of the storm was wiped from NOAA servers, and Camp Mystic's own servers were scrubbed just hours before the storm hit. Cell signals in the region were blocked for 90 minutes right as rescue efforts began. It was a digital blackout, a cover-up. Who's behind the storm? For years, the deep state has experimented with weather modification behind closed doors. Now, desperate and exposed, they've moved to full-scale weather warfare. The usual suspects reappear: George Soros, Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates, and the Rothschild banking dynasty. Their financial arms, BlackRock and Vanguard, hold stakes in geoengineering firms under military contracts. Gates has invested billions in climate intervention tech, from balloon-based chemical releases to cloud seeding. Soros has funded resilience zoning projects in Texas designed to justify UN-backed land seizures after engineered disasters. Leaked documents from the World Economic Forum label Texas a sovereignty threat zone. Now you see the bigger picture. Trump's response: full military activation. On the 5th of July, President Trump signed Emergency Executive Order 2771, officially classifying the Texas flood as foreign environmental terrorism. This triggered full-scale military response protocols. The 101st Airborne Division, already stationed in Texas since January to support border security, conducted over 240 rescues pulling citizens from homes, rooftops, and cars swallowed by floodwaters. But there's more. Trump's team is now moving to invalidate all land seizure claims tied to Agenda 2030 disaster regulations. This isn't the first time the cabal has used disasters to steal land paradise, Maui, Pacific Palisades, each one, followed by suspicious land acquisitions and forced relocations. Accountability is coming. White Hats confirmed that over 110 federal employees connected to NOAA, FEMA, and DHS have had their access revoked amid an ongoing investigation into data tampering and obstruction. The message is clear: no more hiding. Not in Geneva, not in Brussels, not underground in Denver. The EBS system is being primed. Expect emergency alerts in the coming days as military tribunals and public disclosures move into high gear. The storm is here. Patriots, the flood in Texas wasn't just water, it was a signal. The deep state is cornered and they're lashing out. But we are not alone. We have the military, the truth, and a commander-in-chief who's 10 steps ahead. Eyes open, stay safe, and remember, God wins.